All right, y'all. Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I hope y'all are enjoying your Sunday. Heute ist Sonntag, y'all. We had a great live stream earlier, and Brown Girls Are Beautiful. We're growing. Thank goodness. Finally, I'm starting to see some growth, y'all, in the channel a little bit anyway. I'm getting more views since I've been talking about the whole Charlie Kirk thing, talking about Erica Kirk. You know, one thing I will say, even people that did not support him, I can definitely understand why you felt the way that you felt, and I respect your feelings. If you know, were not a fan of his, if you didn't agree with him, I definitely understand why. But you know, what I want to say is that I appreciate everybody that came into the building and the people that allowed us to have a nice discourse and a dialogue about what was going on. So I would like to have more of those types of live streams if we could, being respectful of one another's opinions and feelings. I think that's very crucial and important. I got my GoPro with me as well. I just want to say thank you all so much for coming onto my platform, coming onto the channel. I'm so hungry right now. I went to go show a property earlier. So yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for your participation, and I look forward to having hopefully more of these types of dialogues and live streams where we're able to respect each other's opinions and we can amicably agree to disagree, y'all. That's so important. I think that is so important, y'all. It's a beautiful day out here today. I have actually been driving around the city and it's very beautiful. It's a lot going on. It's 80, it got up to like 85 degrees, and like this is September the 28th, all right? So we're still having some very nice, beautiful, decent weather. But like right now, because I'm near the lake, near the water, actually, the weather, you can feel it is cooling down a little bit. I think we might cross over the bridge, y'all. Yeah, so also I would just like for us to, you know, come together in unity when we have these conversations and stuff, so that we're not so caught up in our feelings that we can't even have a logical conversation, right? Because that's where it starts. You have to be heard and you have to hear other people when they're speaking, and we have to be open-minded as well, y'all. That's the only way that we'll be able to get somewhere as a people, because we cannot rely on the government to do this. We can't rely on the presidents to do it. They're not going to do that for us. They keep this country divided, y'all, through way of politics, through religion, through race, all of those things, through gender as well, y'all. And so hopefully we can just amicably agree to disagree and respect one another's opinions and stuff like that. Stop the name calling and the hostile commentary. You know, it really gets us nowhere. And if we really go to the schools and look at the schools, you know, children don't care about that type of stuff. They sit there, they play, they enjoy what they're doing with their friends. They're not talking about religion and politics. Are you left and right wing? Are you Democrat? Are you Republican? They're just enjoying their friendships, y'all. This stuff doesn't start until, early adulthood, when they come to colleges and try to indoctrinate, you know, the young youth's mind, which is something that I really don't agree with, but it happens. So I think everybody that came to my live stream today, for your participation and your cooperation. I'm going to sit down right here on this bench, and I'm going to say this as well. You know, if you check out some of my other videos, I might not be the channel for you. I might say things that you might find offensive. You might not agree with it, and on a live stream, you might come across some stuff that you do agree with. But y'all, as long as we can respect one another and peacefully agree to disagree, that's really what the premise of all this should be about, okay? We should not have to come here in society and feel like we can't speak our truth and our experiences. Because if you tell somebody that they're not having an experience, basically what you're doing is you're trying to invalidate what they have gone through in their lives. And no two people have the same experiences in life, not even twins, y'all. So we have to understand that. We have to hear each other from that person's point of view and perspective, just to even get a narrative and a dialogue going, right? So I just want to say thank y'all for your participation once more. Everybody stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. If you enjoy the channel, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to donate, that's Cash App BGAB Clothing. You certainly don't have to. I just really appreciate your participation thus far. All right, because right now this nation is in a very fragile state when it comes to people's beliefs, especially regarding politics. But if I pan this camera around, y'all, you'll see everybody out here from different walks of life basically enjoying their life. They're not worried about Donald Trump. They're not worried about all these politics and these antics with the Democrat versus Republican. Nobody out here is doing that. If I pan this camera around, people are out here enjoying their lives. They are out here paddleboat riding, eating at restaurants, walking, looking at the ducks, sitting at park benches, having conversations, just enjoying the fresh air. And that's what I really saw when I rode through the city today. I don't know about you, but that's the type of environment that I wish to thrive in, to dwell in, and hopefully, the youth can come up in that type of society as well. So let's not throw all of that away with these antics that the government is trying to portray on us, y'all. Let's really, really read the Willie Lynch letter, and I might explore that once more on the channel, because that letter is still basically it's valid till this day. That letter still holds a lot of credence until this day. People are still following those same antics and narratives that's in that Willie Lynch letter, y'all. Colorism, racism, religious warfare, political warfare, segregation based on gender, all these things. I spoke to a nice looking girl yesterday, melanated girl going to college. Sounds like she's very intelligent, head on her shoulders. She's trying to get a job. She transferred. She used to live in a different part of the state. And she's been applying for jobs left and right. And then she was telling me that the people in her class, there are 2 people that got her kicked out of her group in her college course. And the instructor told her the reason why she was removed from the group is because 2 of these class members, one of which is in the group, the other one is not even in the group, said that she is misgendering them. And she was like shocked and confused, and she was telling me about it. She's like, I don't even know what they're talking about. She said, I really just stay to myself. But because of that, he said he would be willing for them to have a conversation. They could have a meeting about it. They could all come together if they're open to it. She said she was open to it. Why, wouldn't you know, the 2 people that accused her of this said that they were not open to it, okay? And basically brushed that conversation off. So you can't get anywhere if you don't at least try to have a conversation, right? So even with the HBCU in Tennessee, when that guy went up there with, and I think he definitely was trying to be a provocateur. I wish that those children and those students had handled that situation a little bit better. And y'all, when you can have a clear mind and be calm and breathe, you can think more clearly to formulate your thoughts instead of talking out of anger, angst, being mad and upset. You're not talking and speaking from your feelings so much, but you'll start talking from logic. So I know it's difficult for some things because people are very hypersensitive about, life experiences, and I do understand, y'all. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to continue enjoying my day. I hope you do the same. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you all stay blessed. Continue to walk in your divinity. Signing out. Tune in with y'all later.